Greetings and welcome back to the Galley of the Sun. Today is a very exciting day for me. So by the time you see this episode, it'll be turning cold outside. I'm way ahead of my editor on filming. I don't know, maybe I have a problem. But by the time you see this, what I'm cooking today is going to be the perfect meal for a cold and gloomy day. So, I love Cajun food. I have loved it since the first time I had it. And I have mastered gumbo, I have mastered jambalaya, I have mastered red beans and rice. Anytime I make them, I make huge quantities. I'll take it into work, receive tons of compliments for it, have tons of pictures of it on my Facebook page. But there's one Cajun dish that eludes me until now. I am about to add Etouffee to my Cajun repertoire. So I've made it many times before with all sorts of different recipes, and I come out with this thin, yellowy liquid that my crawfish and vegetables are sitting in. And it's tasted okay, but it just wasn't attractive at all, and it wasn't near what I have got in restaurants, at crawfish festivals, in Louisiana. But my good buddy down in South Georgia, Myron Williams, sent me his secret recipe. And I trust that man. He's a former shipmate of mine, a good friend, has the heart the size of a manatee. No. He's okay. He doesn't have an enlarged heart. I'm saying he's a very good and kind man is what I'm saying. So Myron, I appreciate the recipe. If this doesn't come out right, it's all my fault, because I know you wouldn't do me wrong. So the prep I've already done. Over here in my Ninja Instant Pot / air fryer, I have 3 cups of rice and 4.5 cups of water. So when I'm making rice for Cajun food, I want it sticky. And for any kind of Instant Pot rice cooker, pressure cooker, whatever you're cooking your rice in, not the traditional way, it's about a 1 to 1.5 ratio. So for every cup of rice, you want about 1.5 cups of water. So in here I have 3 cups of rice, 4.5 cups of water. So I'm going to start that when I think I'm about 30 minutes from the end. So Etouffee allegedly was first seen in restaurants in the early 50s. Now there's debate about how long it's been around, but some people say it's been around since the 20s. The 1920s, not like last year. So what we got to do is we got to get our garlic prepped. We got to get the Trinity prepped. Onions, peppers, garlic. So let's get it going so we can make this happen. Get the garlic out of the way first. I'm going with about 5 cloves here. All the amounts will be down in the description, plus all the instructions. This is a crazy simple meal. And if I execute it properly, it is a delicious, crazy, simple meal. All right, garlic's prepped. Set that aside. Peppers. We're going to take all 3 of these of the Trinity and dice them up nice and fine. Peppers done on the celery. I forgot to mention back when I was talking about the rice. We've said many times here at the Galley of the Sun, we're meat snobs. Love the aged ribeye, love the aged ground beef. And I've also talked before about my love for America's Test Kitchen. Well, they said this is the absolute best rice you can get. And after trying it, I believe them. And we've been using it for about a year. Lundberg Family Farms, this stuff is a little bit more pricey than the stuff you can find on the shelves of your grocery store. It is, but it is damn well worth it. A good bunch of celery here. That is next. Actually, I want it a little bit smaller than that. with peppers. Last but not least, a couple sweet onions. Brown sugar bourbon break. Ah, nectar of the gods. Get this diced down fine. All right, prepping's done. Got my garlic, got my Trinity. I got 4 cups of water. I've got 10 tablespoons of butter, and I got 2 packages of this Cajun Étouffée base, Louisiana brand. Will says that's the way to go. I trust you, Will. So I got the Dutch oven here. Gonna turn it up to about medium-high heat and get a good amount of olive oil in there so we can sweat down all those vegetables. The Trinity. All right, once that oil starts shimmering, it is time to dump in your veggies. Yeah, we'll throw in a little bit of salt and pepper there to help them sweat down. I expect this here is going to take about 10 minutes. Okay, been about 10 minutes, in with the garlic. Smells incredible already. We're not even halfway there. All right, in with our 10 tablespoons of butter. All right, the butter's all melted, and I will tell you, and I'm ashamed to, that I have served étouffée that didn't look a whole lot darker than this before. But today, we will make it right. All right, so butter's all melted, in with 2 packages of the étouffée mix, étouffée base. Get that first one incorporated. And voila, all that butter is gone. And with the second package, this, I believe, is the crucial step. Do not add that water in the crawfish too early. We want to get this browned a little bit. And yes, some's going to stick to the bottom. Do your best to get that scraped up. But once we get that water in there, we'll get that all off of there. We have a pretty thick mixture right now. Add just a little bit more olive oil, make that easier to stir. There we go. We're going to use that fawn on the bottom of the pot as our indicator. Once that gets about the color that we want, that's when we're going to add the water and make sure we get all that scraped up so it doesn't burn. All right, I feel like I'm about 30 minutes or less out, so I'm going to get the rice started. It's thick, it's globby, but I want to make sure I get this as dark as I can without burning it. So I'm keeping an eye on the fawn that's on the bottom of the pot and making sure if it gets anywhere close, starts making me nervous, that's when we're going to add the water. All right, I think we're there. So in goes the 4 cups of water. And then once you add that, get all that fawn off the bottom of the pot. Now in goes our crawfish. And I have always had luck finding crawfish, believe it or not, at Walmart. No matter where I was in our great country, I could always find crawfish at Walmart. Now we're going to get all that broke up and stirred in. Jack up our heat a little bit. Put a cover on that. We're going to check it every minute or so. Take that to a boil. So it's come to a boil now. Now we're going to turn it down to low heat and let it simmer there for about 15 minutes. So, the moment of truth. Now, the director has already spoken, and she said this is the best étouffée that I have ever made. But I told you before that I hosed it up pretty bad before, so we got to try for ourselves. Hey, if you like what you saw today, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. If you think the director should be on camera trying some of this food, and I do, put that in the comments, and maybe Spencer. Okay, let's give it a try. Sure, get some crawfish there. Oh, and also I'm serving with this some sourdough bread with that compound butter we made a few episodes ago with the chipotle, lime, and cilantro and garlic. Will, thank you. I have finally cracked the code with your help. It's fantastic. You definitely need to try this dish. Well, I'm going to eat this up. So see you later, and see you next time on the Galley of the Sun.